everybody, and welcome back to Sea Witch in Seattle. How gay was that? This is my girlfriend Tia. You briefly met her on my last video. It was about tarot. What was it? Everyday Witchcraft deck. And then I also talked about tarot bones, which I said I was going to do a video for. I'm going to do a video for it. I'm so sorry. But I always make excuses, so I'm not going to make any. We've got our Yule altar here and our Yule tree with only pagan decorations. No stars or angels on that guy. However, if you're a Christo pagan, don't get mad at me. You can have whatever you want on your tree. It's all good. We are going to be doing this on a laptop. So if the quality is not so great, the content will make it up. I promise. Well, I think I promise. I hope.
Yeah.
We're doing a bottle of our fabulous Chaucer's mead. Tia decided to be extra, and she's drinking out of a mead horn, so I decided to be extra and drink out of a chalice. Let's have a toast to the video. Skål! And I'm on a natural caffeine high. That was like my first sip of mead. I've been drinking coffee and energy drinks all day, so excited about it. So without further ado, why don't you ask the first question and then go ahead and answer it?
Okay. Yeah. What sect of paganism do you fall under?
And then answer it.
Oh, okay. I'll answer first.
First YouTube video, guys. Let's all.
I'm not really on the.
No, it's okay. She is now.
Okay. I guess I'm an eclectic Wiccan, and I try to follow a right-hand path. Obviously, no one's perfect. What about you?
What about me? This does not have to be so formal, girl. This is a YouTube video. By the way, we're both wearing cat shirts. I've got the Ouija cat. And then she's got a caffeine cat shirt. Wait, what did you say?
What sect of paganism?
No, I know the question. What was your answer again?
I'm an eclectic Wiccan, and I try to follow a right-hand path.
Perfect. I am a heathen through and through. Heathen. But we're going to talk about deities in a little bit, and I will explain the couple of the there's two exceptions to that. But all of my rituals do follow a very heathen format. Absolutely. I don't have a right or a left-hand path. I guess if I was to follow one, I would probably be more of a left-hander. If there was a spectrum, I would be like, if it was like here and here, I'd be like here. Yeah. Why do you like the right-hand path? That's a good question. Well, that's off the script.
Okay, cool. Well, for me, I guess paganism, I often do it in a group, and I really try and put the interests of the group ahead of my own interests. I'm also a socialist, so I guess I kind of, that's a silly
You're going to make everybody mad.
No, it's a silly metaphor, but like I really try and put the needs of the group above my own needs in these kind of situations. I mean, I try my best.
But the question, though, is about you.
Okay, well.
So, in your own path, how are you using the right hand in your own stuff?
Well, when I do magic, I try and do it to help others, and I try and do it with what's in the best interest of the group, not what's in my best interest. So, if I should do a spell that, I don't know, is better for other people but might not be the most convenient for me, I would do it. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. Do you follow, this is actually once again off script, but I'm just going to ask it. Do you personally follow the Wiccan Rite? I don't think I've ever asked you that. So now is the time.
Yes, I do. And it comes very naturally to me. I know that sounds really silly, but I really try not to mess with others, and I try and be empathetic. I mean.
Do you believe in the karma rule? Do you feel like threefold? That's kind of what I mean when I say the Wiccan Rite. Like, well, do you follow the threefold? Like, don't harm me none, but like three times whatever.
I mean, I guess I just I stick with the harm none part, and I don't really think about what the consequences are.
Because you're not harming anyone.
Yeah, I feel like if you there are a lot of people I would like to be hurt 3 times, as bad as that sounds, but I try not to focus on it because I feel like
the president.
Yeah, like Donald Trump, I would love 3 times to happen to, but I don't know. Like I try not to focus on it because I feel like it almost makes you a bad person when you think about it like that. You just have to kind of like be the best person you can and move on and try and help as many people as possible and do what's in the best interest of the community.
I like that. I personally do not follow the Wiccan Rite because I'm not Wiccan, but I also opposites attract. We actually are super, super familiar on like most things. But like what's cool is we integrate our practices together so they don't like bump heads. I personally think that magic is like super old and witchcraft is super old. And a lot of it came with curses and hexes. But I don't do that. Like, I don't go out of my way to do that. I do, like, we're going to talk about jewelry later, too, but I wear my troll cross to protect against malevolent forces because I'm not playing around. But, like, if somebody came for me and my own, I certainly would not have a problem magically taking care of what needed to be taken care of. But I don't really do that. That's not something I do, but I would if I had to. So there's that. So let's see. What is the next question? Yeah. Okay. Well, the next question is, would you have a traditional wedding or would you have a handfasting?
Oh, handfasting all the way.
She's like, handfasting.
I have a lot of really, I don't know, negative associations with traditional weddings. My family's really Christian, and I've been to a lot of very traditional weddings and just too many bad memories.
She doesn't like those memories. I would 100% do a hand fasting. I personally don't see the point in doing any sort of ceremony that doesn't directly correlate with what your practice is. Especially if you're, doing something like under God or whatever it is. Like, I don't have a problem with traditional marriage. If that's what you want to do, you go for it. But I feel like hand fasting is a little less like indentured servitude when they do the, we would be on an equal plane. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's already a gay marriage, so it's already like, woo! But,
yeah.
So it's already crazy enough, so why not have a big gay hand fasting? And I think that if we ever were to get to that point, I would want to definitely combine practices to make sure that everybody's being represented, because if not, that'd be kind of stupid. But
yeah.
She's just like next question, Tia, why don't you ask that and then answer it?
Who are your deities or lack thereof? Oh, okay, I'm going first.
She's a Luddite, so when she reads screens, it's like, what?
Yeah, okay, I guess I use basic Wiccan altar setups to kind of, like, balance my deities, but I use a lot of different deities. I started out with a lot of Lilith and Ishtar, but I do incorporate some male deities into my altars, but it's like I have the format from...
But it's who, not what.
Oh, okay,
who?
It really depends on what I'm doing. Like,
no, but a list. We're looking for a list here, woman.
Do you want me to just start listing?
That's what I technically said.
I'll start the list from the beginning. Okay.
In alphabetical order.
Ishtar/Lilith. This isn't alphabetical. This is just whatever comes to my mind.
I'm the Virgo. She's the Aquarius. So, yeah, of course. Go ahead.
I also really like Artemis. Who else do I like? With regards to male deities, I really like Dionysus. I like the Holly King. Who else do I like? I'm like blanking. I like Freya.
She's a female.
Yeah. No, it's just I have a lot of different stuff and I use it for different purposes. I guess I think I'll start with like cultures more, because like I guess I kind of use more traditional, like, British Celtic ones for some purposes, and then I have some Roman, some Greek, but most of them are British and Celtic. I also know a little bit about Tengriism, which is the traditional religion of Central Asia and Turkic people. And in that religion...
When she said eclectic practice, she was not fucking messing around.
Okay, so, like, in Tengriism, there's a sky god and, like, an earth goddess, and I also incorporate some of that into my work.
But is that, like, pantheistic, or is that...
Yeah, it's pantheistic, but there aren't, like, physical representations, because they were a nomadic culture.
Okay, nerdling. Deities, though. The question's deities.
Yeah, they are deities. They just didn't have,
so
like...
loud, we're in an apartment.
They just didn't have, like, statues of them. But, yeah...
Oh, okay. I don't know about that.
Also,
Paganism stuff.
What else? Today I was reading about Ishtar and Ur, which is like the male counterpart. If you look in the crescent and the star, there's like they're meant to be a counterpart. I didn't even know this, but Ishtar actually has a counterpart. So I would like to incorporate Ur into more of my stuff.
I did not know that either.
Yeah, that's why the sun and the moon and the sun actually are like it was meant to be night and day, and they're actually a counterpart, so they would work really well on my altar.
Are they a couple or are they like?
I don't know. I think that there are some Sumerian tales about them being a couple, but anyways, that would work well with like the male and female side of my Wiccan altar, so I can incorporate those two elements as well.
My deities are a little more like, she is all over the place. Mine are pretty like set. Odin is the top dog. Freya, Ron, the sea goddess, is my bitch, and I mean that with love. Aegir, which is the sea. Let's see, Frey, of course. Thor, of course, but not the freaking comic book version, even though I kind of like him too, but not as a god. Scotty, which you can kind of see her up there. Hel / Hela, which Tia said she was kind of interested in. Mm-hmm. So that's cool. Hecate, the Iberian version, because I'm half Spanish, so fuck it. Hell yeah. And Santa Muerte is a goddess for both
Santa
of us.
Muerte.
We are pretty fucking.
I love Flaquita.
She is pretty much one of the top dogs too. But yeah, so my pantheon is just super Nordic. Also, you know, the Aesir, the Vanir, the Disir, like you name it, that's definitely a part of what I believe in. So that's good. But yeah, a lot of the sea, because I'm a sea witch, of course, so a lot of the sea goddesses and sea gods definitely resonate with me. But like I said, the only two really different is Hecate or Hecate or Hecate, depending on who you are and who you want to be, and Santa Muerte.
Oh, can I jump in again?
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, I'm very eclectic. I use deities from a lot of different cultures, but for me, the most important thing is balance. So I try and balance them appropriately when I use them, and I try and find counterparts that balance like each other out well. It's kind of like cooking. I try and like find flavors that go well together and serve a purpose.
And a dish.
And a dish.
Yes. What are your two favorite combinations then that you want to like pepper and salt that shit with?
Ooh, on the spot?
Yes.
So, like, I'm trying to think. The altar setup I had before, I had Lilith, and then I had some horned god representations. I'm actually not sure which culture they were from, but I just kind of did Lilith and then Artemis on one side and some just general horned god representations on the other. I probably would have put Pan or something on there if I had had the time and money to go out and buy one, but...
Are you going to start representing Pan?
Yeah, I like Pan a lot. I just haven't, I don't know, like, a lot of times, like, I have horned god statues that are kind of like Pan. They're like goats. But, I mean, they're not, obviously they're not the same, but they kind of, they evoke the same sort of power. But yeah, I would get a real one. I just didn't have the time or money to go to the store, and I needed to do something like right then. I also like the Ishtar and Ur combination that I just learned about today, because it's like the sun, it's like the night and the day, and I think that's a cool balance.
Dualities.
Ishtar was actually the morning star.
Yes, that is common knowledge.
Well, I just learned that.
Well, there you go. All right, the next question is going to be favorite stones / crystals and why. But make sure that we're keeping it a little bit shorter. See, this is the Virgo in me. Because the video can't be too long or they'll cut it.
Okay.
And I'm not going to edit this, so you're just going to see this in here.
You answer first since you have more favorite crystals.
I do. My favorite crystals right now and always are shungite or shungite, whatever you want to say. I love that shizzle. I've also been a big fan of lapis forever. And let me think. I'm gonna like lose this as soon. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna list all these things that are like my faves, and I'm forgetting right now. Even though I work at a store with crystals, so it's perfect. But I also really like calcite, Icelandic spar. I have 9 pieces on my altar at all times because they are integral to my personal practice, and I always have them. I also love blue calcite because it looks like the ocean, so it's one of my top faves as well. And then moss agate. I'll say that's my next one. Pachu, your turn.
Quartz. Any kind of quartz.
Just quartz.
I like normal quartz. I like rose quartz. I like smoky quartz. I like the one that's green. I also like moss agate. I like what's that one crystal that looks like a spaceship? The like, you know, it looks metal.
Pyrite?
Pyrite.
Oh, no, you're talking about that one that's like little.
Yeah, it starts with a B. It's from Germany. I like it
I know the one you're talking about, but I don't know the name.
It's really great.
Excuse me, of it. So, but that's a cool one. It's like metallic really cool. And shiny. And like,
yeah, it's expensive. I've never been able to get one, but...
It's expensive. What do you think is the crystal / stone that like does not vibe with you at all? Like when you touch it, like you're just like.
There's no specific one that doesn't vibe with me, but any of the ones that have been like smoothed out artificially just. Oh, it feels bad on my finger. I like their natural roughness. It's calming.
That's something that's very different about us, too. She loves any, like, rocky crystal or stone she's super into, and I like it a little more polished. But my best friend, Zay, needs his or their crystals to be, like, translucent perfect. I like the little fluctuations of gem inside. I like to see that. And any kind of imperfections. I like that. I like it when there's a little dent in my crystal. But they are just not about that. Not about that life.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I think it's because I like authenticity, and I feel like, you know, rocks are naturally rough in nature, so we shouldn't polish them. No, I'm seriously.
I agree with you. I like polished stones, but... I don't like them as rough as you like them, because she would like literally like crack one and that would be her shit. I like my stuff to be a little more polished. Just a little bit. What?
Oh, that was it.
She's like, alcohol. There's a dog. Hello.
He knew. Be in the video. He doesn't want to be in the video.
He's going to probably be in the video. So the next question is, do you use divination tools? What are they? Or do you want to?
I have before. I'm not very good. I would like to get better. What about you?
But what tool?
I've tried reading coffee grounds and I've tried reading tea leaves.
Oh, wait, why don't you talk about that though? You're actually really good at that.
I'm not. See, like, I had some students in Turkey teach me during break time, and that's why I remember, because our classes were 4 hours long. We had to find something to do for like 2 hours, and some of the younger...
So they taught you how to do what though?
They taught me how to do divination with Turkish coffee grounds. And they taught me how to, like, tell the future, tell how someone's relationship is going to work out, look at bad and good luck.
What divination is?
Yeah. I mean, no, it was just basic divination, but with coffee grounds. It's not...
No, but that's, like, a rare thing, and you should just make a video straight up talking about that, because that is completely credible.
Okay, it's not that different from...
Turkish coffee.
It's not that different from tea leaf reading. The difference is the way Turkish coffee, it's very thick, so the way the sediment forms in the cup is, like... It allows for more types of readings. And you also turn it upside down, so you also look at the patterns for, like, when it falls.
I personally am a large fan of tarot, bone reading, excuse me, geez. And, well, runes are my fave. Obviously, you can probably tell and guess that by now. But, sorry, my dog is... trying to cuddle me right now, but that's just not the right time. But anyway, so yeah, runes, bones, shell divination. He's just wants this wine, this honeyed wine so bad. But any kind of obsidian, like black stone type of scrying I really like as well. I also like Ouija boards. And I also like crystal balls, but I suck at crystal ball reading. My best friend, once again, Zay. You've seen Zay before. Fantastic at it. I just can't get into it. I think I'm the best with runes and tarot. Shell scrying is something I'm super getting into, but it's definitely hard because You're not getting drunk today, doggy.
He's trying to drink some mead.
No, we're gonna get over here.
It's dangerous, but it's kind of funny.
It's funny, but not gonna happen.
He's like...
The next question is...
Are you a modern witch, or do you prefer the older arts? Okay, me first again. I prefer the older arts and authenticity, but obviously at the rate at which I mix things makes it less authentic.
You just like it eclectic.
No, I would prefer to be more authentic in one or two paths, but I don't know. Eventually, I'd like to learn a language that I practice witchcraft in fluently.
And just use the language.
Yeah, like with Santa Muerte, I speak with her in Spanish because I know it, but I mean, I learned that in school. I'd like to learn something else and speak with deities in that
Something
language.
Something
older. I haven't decided what yet. Whatever it's going to be, it's probably going to be hard, so it'll probably take
because she likes to challenge herself, which is nice.
No, I'm really excited. It takes some time.
Yeah, it does. Totally. What was the question again? Sorry.
Are you modern or old school?
Oh, yes. Okay. I am a lot more old school, but I also add eclectic stuff into my path. The next question is magic with a C or a K? C.
C. I like to spell things correctly.
Oh. Well, it's technically correct because it's, for some people, a lot of people in Wicca, I've noticed, do say CK.
I enjoy spelling things correctly. Like,
can you go like this, though, when you're going to say nerdy things?
I'm a linguist. I'm obsessed with grammar, and I like things to be correct. It doesn't matter what part of my life it's in. It has to be correct.
She's on not fucking around on that. All right. The next question is, we're going to give a little bit quicker answers just because of time. And I don't want you guys to be like, the fuck am I still watching this video for? Please don't knock out my cord, Dougie. Do you perform spells on a regular basis? Absolutely. I don't do it as much as a lot of people do, who do things in every day, because most of my magic that I do personally is super ritualistic magic that I do on specific holidays. But if I'm going to do something that like I need right now, then I'll do it. But I don't personally, there's another question, I'll just ask it now. When you answer it, do you do esbats? Do you do full moon and a new moon stuff? I do readings, specified types of divinatory readings on specific moon phases. But I don't do esbats. I like them, but it's really hard with schedules as busy as ours to get around to doing a full moon and a new moon ritual every month. But I do make sure that I get all of the major holidays done. So yes, on a regular basis. Large groups of people or small groups of people.
Honestly, no, not really. I'd like to do it more. The main spell I do is asking Flaquita Santa Muerte for money. It sounds really bad, or like job opportunities, but I don't know. With the other deities, I have a harder time asking for stuff from them because I don't really know how. Like, I feel like with Santa Muerte, it's actually really easy. Like, I don't know, it's very straightforward. I just ask her in Spanish, and usually I get it. But with the other ones, I'm not sure. Like, I don't even know how to approach them about it. Like. Or like, I don't, the other thing is I don't really like to try and impact the universe. I like to just kind of like see what comes and learn from it the best I can.
Unless you hella need something and then you're like, Flaquita, hello.
Yeah, but I don't know, I've never asked any other deities for things. I only asked Santa Muerte for stuff.
That's okay. The next question we've got on here is, do you believe in an afterlife?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yes, I do, but I don't.
What do you believe in?
I don't see it as like a
answer.
Physical world. I see it as in like spirits still staying on Earth and their energy still being here, but they're not like ghosts like the Casper thing. They're just like, I guess I just see like your energy still stays on this planet and transforms into another form.
Personally, I take more of like a nihilistic approach, and I just go to the ground and that's it. But I would love to believe in something more on that, on that note. I just haven't been able to because I can't force myself to believe in stuff like that. I don't know. I just feel like my body rots and the earth takes it and then it becomes a tree or something. But that's cool. And then we did the esbats one, or the moon ones. Are you in and out of the broom closet?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. So don't show this video with people. Share this video with people I know. And I'm just kidding. I feel like if people did know, they would take me less seriously, and I want to be known as an academic primarily. Like, I want to be known as, like, an academic that does really well and works really hard, and I feel like people would take me, like, less seriously because they'd be like, oh, witchcraft, if you believe in that, you must be, like, I don't know, I worry about the judgment. No, but seriously, that's what people think. They'd be like, oh, are you like Harry Potter?
Yeah.
I mean, they believe in some pretty weird stuff, too, so I know a lot of academics that believe in some like ridiculous stuff, but no one judges them. But I don't want my beliefs to take away from my work.
Personally, I'm out of the broom closet with basically everybody. I work in a pagan establishment, so I don't really have to worry about that. My friends are primarily heathen/pagan, and my groups that I work with are primarily pagan, so I don't really have to worry about that. The only one I really don't talk to about it with is my mom. I know my dad pretty much knows about it, but he doesn't like it, and neither does she. She's super Zionist Christian, and she's super fundamentalist about it, and this being okay was hard enough, so I'm not trying to give her a heart attack, so I can live my life without her being involved, because it would just be too crazy. The next question is,
do you prefer group work or solo work?
Well, there was another one on there.
Do you work with ancestors?
We'll do both, so just answer both, but quick answers.
Oh, ancestors. I'd like to. I haven't done it yet.
You have.
Oh, who did I work with?
Samhain. We do a ancestor. You did some friends rituals.
Some of them were they were mostly friends that had passed away, but I guess I've worked with them a little. I more honored them. I didn't ask them for anything.
Oh, I see.
So
but that still counts as work with.
I honored their life. I've never asked any of my ancestors for anything.
And do you prefer a group or solo work?
It depends on what I'm doing. It really depends for any.
But what do you prefer?
I guess group
She
work.
is an Aquarius, but I say this with the most love. She's an Aquarius that doesn't get humor and sarcasm. She's getting a lot better, right?
Yeah. It's like asking someone if they prefer like hammer or scissors. You use them for different things.
Okay, so my point is, you know how Aquarius is, they'll go off into like outer space with the question, and they'll have like the craziest, like weirdest answer. So she'll like literally, I could have done one video on one question, and she could have talked about it for like 16 hours.
Yeah.
Because she's so Aquarius-y. Okay, so okay, so working with ancestors only on Samhain, which I guess is kind of terrible, but I'm kind of like that. And for group work versus solo work, I prefer to do it in small groups. I do have a sister witch, and we do Seder, Galder, and we are both vulva, and we do our rituals together, our main holiday rituals that I was talking about, and she comes in, and what's cool is we'll just incorporate a Wiccan ritual inside of our ritual, or with our ritual, or aside from our ritual. So when she does it, when we do it, then she'll come with me, and then she'll present something from her side of the belief pond, which is really exciting, because then we get to kind of have, more to learn, more to love. Couples magic. You into it? Are you into Tantra? Would you do it?
I've never tried it. I might try it. I don't know. Maybe.
Absolutely. The next question is favorite witchy tools. What's your favorite tool that you use?
My abalone shell.
Why?
Because I can put stuff in it and light it on fire.
Well, there you go.
No, it's because I burn alcohol a lot, and it looks really good with the shell's colors, and I think it makes for a nice sacrifice. Like, it looks good. Like, if you're gonna give someone an offering, give a deity an offering, you want to make it look nice. You don't want to wrap someone's present in like stuff from like I don't know, grocery store bags or something. It looks it's a good presentation.
And like for her, alcohol is a serious sacrifice.
Yeah, I gave up my good whiskey for I don't even remember what was it for last. I don't even remember, but I gave it up and I burned it and it turned blue and it was great.
She did, and that's on both of our Instagrams, which we'll put below. My favorite witchy tool is I have a vulva wand, and I might show it in another video at some point in like 2 years from now when I make another one. I'm just kidding. We're probably going to make a video after this. The next question is favorite jewelry piece that like something that maybe is charged or something that you use. What's your favorite? Show it off.
Oh, I like this necklace a lot.
You're going to have to get really close.
Okay.
Because it's not the best camera.
I like it. I like the crystals that are with it, and I like its simplicity. This may sound strange, but jewelry for me isn't a big part of my practice or beliefs. I don't ascribe power so much to objects.
So it's not like an amulet for you?
No, not at all.
But do you feel like crystals are amulets for you?
A little bit, but not like a lot. I feel more connected to like actual nature versus crystals.
There was that. Speaking of, oh, dog. I have a few favorite pieces. I have this little shungite moon. I guess I should move it so you can see it. It's a little necklace. When I wear this, I feel like everything is going to be okay. I've also got this little, and it was ethically sourced. I only use bones that were like roadkill or like died naturally because I am that little foo-foo. But it's a little coyote vertebrae, and it has a couple runes on it. It has Algies, which is one of my favorite runes, and it also has 30 saws on it, so it's epic to me. I have a couple other pieces that are very meaningful to me, so I'm just going to show you some stuff. Tia and I have these little rune necklaces that we got at Fairy Worlds. By a company, or not company, but it's like a dude and his wife, and they like hand carve this stuff. Hello. And then I have this moss agate piece. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see how crazy awesome it is. Let me try and show you. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got some crazy. You can't. And I'll take a photo and put it on my Instagram. But it's basically a forest inside of a little thingamabob, and it's fantastic. And okay, and then I have a couple other things. I'm going to just show you some shit. This is from Atlanta. It is you can kind of see the flashiness of this. It is a marijuana pipe, so whenever it's legal here, but it's labradorite, epic slab. And then my favorite piece is our little girlfriend rings, and it's a piece of lapis lazuli.
Oh wait, that's not it. Where is it? This is the wrong one.
I don't know. She has a matching one you'll see in another video.
Oh, sorry.
So it's fine. But there's a little piece of lapis lazuli in here, and it's a huge chunky ring, which I absolutely love. There. I also not recently, because it's been a minute since I have made a video. I'll just show you really quick for fun. I have some new tattoos. I've got the tarot suits from the Wild Unknown. They need to get redone because finger tattoos have to be done 3 different times so that they'll stay nice. So yeah. And then I also have our little signs. Look at that. Virgo loves Aquarius. You get in there, little biscuit. And she's got Aquarius loves Virgo because we are gay as fuck. Yep. Gay as fuck. Let's see. The next question. Oh, okay. This is our last question. So that's good. Our last question. Get in here, you little biscuit. I call her my little biscuit sometimes. You can tell we're getting a little happier now. Woo! Yeah. Skull. What is the most beautiful tarot deck you've ever seen?
Probably the Mora deck. I don't know what it's called, but
Tarot of the Green Witch by Annika.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
So, back history is, we were doing a year and a day study. She was doing it with me, because, I started out heathen druid, and then I just kind of became just heathen, but, a lot of the books that I had a lot of Wicca elements to it, so I gifted her, what is it? Grimoire of the Green Witch by Anne Mora, because it's very different than my system, and I had it because another person had gifted it to me, so then I re-gifted it, and I think that it was something that you really like.
Yeah, I still really like it.
So, why do you like that deck so much?
This may sound dumb, I just like how, I like how it looks. It has a lot of, like, nature imagery. My reasons for liking it aren't very good.
That's okay. No, that's good. I'm actually going to show you because I probably should make a video on it because it's fantastic. And Tia got me this deck. Okay, so Wild Unknown is clearly one of my favorites. I had the suits from Wild Unknown tattooed to my freaking fingers. I also love the Everyday Witch Tarot because there's a lesbian couple as the lovers, so epic. And the Wild Unknown Animal Oracle, and also, so there's a couple. I'm just going to show 2 really quick, though. So the Claire de Lune, which is another deck that Tia actually got me. It's a Lenormand deck. And I just want to show you we're about to be done with this video, so I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, but not sorry. It's like that little like sketching kit that you would get as a kid, and you would sketch like the dolphins, but the whole deck is like that, and it's super magical. Just really quick, a tree. Look at that. I mean, it's fantastic. And there's a lot of beautiful seascape pieces. So, of course, I'm not going to find any of that right now. But let's try one more time. I've got, like, the sun here. But it's all very sketched. Oh, shizzle sandwich. I'm trying to find... That was, like, my share impression there. I'll show you this. But bear. And then garden. I just think it's magic. Magic, I say. And then my newest favorite, and I don't just like say every deck's my favorite. I have specific favorites. I have some favorite artists. I could get into that for a long, you know, on a long day, but I'm not going to do that today. One of my new favorites, and one of my literal favorites of all time, is now the Spirit Song Tarot, which you probably have seen a lot of. When I make some tarot videos, I'm not going to use the webcam. I'm just using the webcam for talkie videos because there is just no point in doing all that work when we are busy people. So fuck it. The Spirit Song back of the decks are like this. They're these little beautiful flowers, and there's different suits, and it's separated by elements. But it's very stippled, very pastel, and I'm going to make a video so you could actually fucking see it. Pastel watercolor art. And Claire de Lune actually has another, I hope it's Lune, is it Claire de Luna? I don't know. She's got a ton that are watercolor decks, but they're all Lenormand. But there's a lot of sea creatures. There's whales. There's this beautiful walrus. You can't even see him. Google Spirit Song. You will be super impressed, like I am. Fantastic. Fantastic deck. One of my instant favorites. Possibly my favorite of all time, just because of how gorgeous the art is. I love it. I love it, and it's going to be one of my favorites to use. As for rune sets, I have... I'm sorry, you guys are getting sucked in. I have a set of, and these are ethically sourced, of course, because I am that bitch. I'm that bitch. Pulled one of my favorite runes, but it is a rune set of bare bone tarsal bones. So they're little guys, and I got a little spreadsheet thing. Not spreadsheet, but like a little casting bowl that I use, which is also on my Instagram, Captain_Scylla, SCYLLA, and you are the _Uni, UNI_Chon. That will all be on the description. And that is all the time we have, because we have gone way over the 15 minutes, and I hope that YouTube is going to let me post this whole thing, and we might have to split it, but that's okay. Say sayonara, dear.
Thank you, everyone.
That was very Amelia fart of me. Let's have one last toast.
Skull.
Skull.
And thank you for watching this. I'm impressed.
Impressed that you got this far, or
it's
they got this far.
38 minutes long. That's like a lecture.
I better stop this shit before it gets any longer.